Next up is the official open weight weigh-in for the Women's Championship match. Introducing first, KZT.
The chaos within KZT. I'm a fighter at heart. I'm a fighter to my core. I'm a martial artist. I'm a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I'm an IBJJF world champion, and I plan to go out there and take it all.
Next up, Marina Shafir.
You want to know who the problem is? I'm not going to answer that. Why do I have to answer that? Yeah, why do I have to answer that? I'm going to show you. I'm not a talker. I will show you exactly why I'm the problem. When the bell rings, the thing that's going to separate me from KZT, she doesn't have my experience. I have that.
We're friends outside of the ring, but as soon as I step across from you, all the bets are off. I'm coming to take that Division Pro Women's Championship. There is no way I'm walking out of that Division Pro ring without my hand raised.
KZT, I very much respect your black belt experience and your hard work. My capacity is meant for more, and my capacity is meant to become a champion. And tonight, I will have to make that known.
The following contest is your main event, and it is for the Division Pro Women's Championship. Introducing first, KZT.
And it is main event time here at Division Pro, and we have KZT coming out first in our main event, fighting for the Division Pro Women's Championship belt.
I was talking to her before the matches. You could just see she answers the way she probably works in the ring. Everything is deliberately thought out.
So one thing to note about KZT, she is a black belt under the legendary Cobrini Charles, who has won a ton of world championships, Pan American medalists, and so forth. So she comes from a very strong lineage of submission grapplers.
And her opponent, Marina Shafir.
But KZT has a very tough test ahead of her in the problem, Marina Shafir. This girl's a judo black belt, trained at highest stand with Gokor Shabishin in Los Angeles. This is also the home of Ronda Rousey and countless other UFC superstars. So she comes from a very high pedigree of legitimate combat sports athletes.
The one thing I love about her, you look at her face, you can't tell if she's mad, happy, sad. It's just, she's giving you nothing at all.
There's one thing that you can tell about her, Ed, and it is that she is a killer. When someone has that type of energy in their face, in their face and their eyes, you know the only thing on their mind is violence right now. And she is ready to get at KZT, and KZT is ready. Let's take it back inside for our official announcement.
The following contest is your main event, and it is for the Division Pro Women's Championship. Introducing first, from the western suburbs of Sydney, Australia, KZT. And her opponent, from Orlando, Florida, by way of Moldova, the problem, Marina Shafir.
Marina takes the middle of the ring and stares her opponent down. I was told beforehand the prediction is this is going to be a dogfight. And you could tell by the way these two are looking at each other, it is about to go down here in the main event for Division Pro.
15 minutes of rocking and rolling, baby.
Ring the bell!
Welcome to Division Pro, the renaissance of wrestling. I'm Blake Bulletproof Troop, known for dropping warheads on people's foreheads alongside my broadcast partner, Ed Slater, and it is main event time here at Division Pro. We have KZT squaring off with the problem, Marina Shafir, for the Division Pro Women's World Championship. KZT doing a fantastic job of getting in deep on this single leg. Whoa, almost worked something. Marina sweeps back, and both these competitors really going. Oh, it looks like she has the arm here. Let's see if she's able to really sit back and control this position. And she bails on it. Great job here, Marina Shafir, staying on top and really riding her opponent. When somebody stays on top and puts their weight on you, it becomes that much more difficult to move it. Whoa!
Nice. Did you see that?
That was some incredible judo there by Marina Shafir. Toss KZT and lands in top position. Let's see what she's able to do now from this dominant top position. Well, KZT very dangerous, coming underneath, trying to snatch up Marina's legs, but doesn't get it. Separation, and the fans here are loving these transitions thus far. And we're only a minute into this main event matchup, Ed.
Man, I got to ask you this, Blake. We've seen 2 matches so far. We're seeing a fantastic contest now. How much are losses just as important as winning?
A big thing that we say in combat sports is you're either a winner or a learner. So if you've lost a handful of times, if you've learned things, you'll continue to grow. You learn more from a loss than you do from a win. So it's part of combat sports. You gotta losing to get better and find your holes. And these girls are both high-level black belts, so they've done a lot of that losing and learning already, which is why we are seeing such crisp grappling. Oh, and KZT in another single leg. Both girls being very smart and being patient about their attacks. We see KZT get in tight there. The way that KZT's hands were clasped there, I would have liked to have seen her go for a calf slicer, but throwing up a triangle attempt. One thing worth noting, this is not Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. There are pins in 3 counts, just like the traditional catch wrestling rule set, so it changes Jiu-Jitsu a little bit, particularly throwing up submissions from the bottom. KZT now throwing up an arm bottom, but Marina Shafir rolling, shoulders maybe down, just a quick 1 count. Comes back on top, looking for KZT's left leg. Let's see what she's able to do with it. Man, they are tangling each other up like pretzels. Look at that, Ed. Oh, KZT on her back. Let's see if she's able to take the back here, though. Marina smart to quickly bail out.
Man, I knew it was going to be action, but I can't keep up.
Yeah, it has been very back and forth action. Both girls getting in, trying to get takedowns. Both girls throwing up submission attempts and coming close to it. Nobody's come crazy close to a finish, but we have seen both throwing up attempts, and it's just a matter of time until one of these high-level grapplers gets something and takes their opponent's limb home. Now we see KZT starting from the bottom position. Instead of having to work for a takedown, being confident enough in her guard to try and work something from the bottom and not get pinned. You can see her capturing Marina's left leg there. Let's see if she's able to do anything. Marina coming back up to her feet. I'd like to see her maybe dive for one of KZT's legs. Just like that. Beautiful transition by Marina Shafir, who's really starting to tie those legs up. If she's able to, she did a fantastic job of baiting her. And there, as you saw, tangled up in the legs, utilized the hold she had on the legs, and then started scooting them back. Beautiful ring gentlemanship and positioning to avoid a rope break. Both girls trying to wrap each other's legs up. This is almost like a 50-50 type position. Whoa, KZT gets the bag with both hooks in. This could be it. Marina Shafir does a great job of getting one of the hooks that are controlling her out, gets both out, and rolls through and takes top position. What a beautiful transition by Marina Shafir.
You can see the shock on her face that she got caught with that. So I am actually shocked that she was able to get out of it.
It's because she didn't settle in the position. We saw KZT slap in those hooks, which is a very controlling position. Had Marina Shafir accepted back mount, she might not have gotten out so quick. Armbar finish by KZT. It looks like that arm might be extended, but you can see the way Marina Shafir is adjusting her thumb is what's helping keeping her alive here. If KZT is able to get her thumb pointed towards the ceiling, she'll be able to finish this choke. Oh, switches to the triangle choke. But she has got to be careful of the pin here. Finishing this choke without getting pinned will be very difficult, as we see. And Marina Shafir powering KZT up. Let's see if we're going to see a big power bomb here out of Marina Shafir. Oh, you see KZT sliding that hand and almost going for a choke. Oh, another beautiful transition. Oh, these girls are going at it, Ed. What an entertaining main event here at Division Pro.
It is definitely all that we expected it to be, and it's definitely worth paying for a main event like this.
Oh, this is incredible, and I'll be honest, there's a lot more pinning transitions than I had anticipated seeing out of the judoka and the jiu-jitsuero. This has been a fantastic matchup between two very high-level competitors, both trying to land all kinds of things, and Marina Shafir flexing a little bit and getting fancy. She may have a guillotine choke here. I can't see exactly how deep the arm is. Oh, a cradle pin, but I don't know whose shoulders are down. Yeah, who has who in this pin? That could have been bad for either or. It looked like it was almost a double cradle with whoever would have been able to have a slight edge on the positioning. Marina Shafir now stuck in KZT's front headlock. KZT tries to roll things over, potentially looking for a Dars, but the girls get caught up in the ropes. Man, this has been some very high-level technical submission grappling and catch wrestling here at Division Pro, Ed. And the room gets quiet. The tension between these two killers going at it inside of the cage. Ooh, and is that a little face push, which is totally legal, but kind of a big FU within the submission grappling community. Let's see if Marina Shafir is able to give something back to KZT here now. Whoa! And absolutely does. Serves KZT up a very disrespectful takedown. And the crowd here at Division Pro loves it. Now we are halfway through this main event matchup, Ed, and this has been everything a combat sports fan could ask for. Whoa, but she's got a cradle. Let's see if she can keep the cradle. She can't let go, but her shoulders are down. Marina Shafir's. This has been some beautiful transitions. I'd like to see KZT continue to try and fight up. Oh, and full mount for Marina Shafir. Although striking is not allowed, this becomes a very difficult position to escape and a very dominant position for Marina Shafir to continue applying offense. KZT with the sweep comes back on top. But Marina Shafir, again, not accepting a bottom position from her opponent. And another separation between these two competitors. Marina Shafir, in my opinion, looks significantly more energetic than KZT. I'm not going to say KZT looks gassed, but I'm going to say Marina Shafir looks like she's got a ton of gas left in the tank and maybe even a nitro tank to boost if she gets a submission attempt. The referee doing a fantastic job of checking Marina Shafir's shoulders to make sure that they are not down, because the two ways to lose here at Division Pro, submission and pin. This is old school catch wrestling, baby.
Tell you, the referee's got his hands full with this one. One goes to another move, goes to another move.
Yeah, it has been such an incredible back and forth sequence of attacks and counterattacks and counterattacks where sometimes you don't even know whose shoulder's being pinned. Go submission attempt for this one, into a pin that way, first a pin another way, and the referee has been staying on top of all of it the whole time. We see Marina Shafir again on KZT's back. Let's see if she's able to isolate an arm or get to a more dominant position. KZT doing a fantastic job from the bottom, locking up one of Marina's legs and getting the sweep and coming up on top. You can see KZT methodically trying to isolate an arm now, trying to utilize, oh, let's see, is she coming up from a Dars choke? I can't see where KZT's hands are, if they're clasped on the far side. Marina Shafir being very smart by being patient, trying to fight the hands down and get her head out of that little dangerous hole of an armpit that KZT has. It's a very dangerous spot to be, to have an opponent on their back with your head under their armpit and their legs between you and them. Marina Shafir does a fantastic job. Now you see how she passed the legs of KZT. A much safer position, and then manhandles KZT up. Oh, big body slam. Wow. Whoa. And Marina Shafir looks for the pin after landing a massive slam. One of the biggest moments thus far of the evening. Wow, Ed. You could see some frustration out of Marina as well. You see her a little upset she didn't get the pin and then dropping to try and snatch that leg. KZT doing a fantastic job of fighting her opponent's hands and preventing that from happening.
The strength she has to pick her up from the mat, to pick her up all the way up and slam her.
Oh, an incredible feat of strength. And I'm big on technique, but sometimes you just got to muscle something. Marina Shafir grabbed her, stood up, and took her for a flight. You can see KZT almost getting the right arm of Marina Shafir free, isolated, and ready to potentially be attacked with a submission. But Marina Shafir very wisely gets to the ropes before that can happen. It looks like a little bit of frustration on KZT's face. And I believe we're seeing a lot of excitement and enthusiasm out of Marina Shafir, who should be feeling fantastic after that big body slam she landed about a minute ago.
You know, we're down to almost 3.5 minutes. Pure action, nonstop. And I don't know, 3 minutes. Can you have a winner with this?
You know, 3 minutes, absolutely. But the winner I think we're going to see is going to be who wants it more. These girls have been grappling for 12 minutes already, and it is exhausting wrestling for such a long time. Here's something else that's exhausting, is getting taken down and having to get up. Getting taken down and having to get up. Marina Shafir landing a beautiful foot sweep with just a few minutes left here in the main event at Division Pro. And as I mentioned, it sucks getting taken down, having to get back up. We see KZT just playing from her seated guard, but Marina Shafir now doing the right thing by stepping on the leg.
I've also got to ask you, how does this mat compare to like a mat at a karate studio with jiu-jitsu?
Oh, it is so different. And I think one of the biggest differences in terms of, a beautiful sweep. We have KZT again back on top. We've seen her get the top position and several times isolate one of Marina Shafir's arms. Hasn't been able to get further than that with it. However, she's fairly close to the middle of the ring, and I'd like to see her potentially get that arm out of there. I can't see exactly what she has, if this is a wrist lock or a slight torque on the shoulder. Marina Shafir working her foot closer and closer to the rope and gets a rope break. And I wanted to see KZT really try and work a submission once isolating that arm, and she did, but Marina Shafir is able to get to the ropes, and we have 2 minutes left in this main event matchup here at Division Pro for the Women's World Championship title.
Well, now when it actually looked like she was bending the wrist as well as, I couldn't really see what she was doing with the arm, but she had the wrist bent, so I was afraid she was going to submit her.
We might see another scissor sweep. I couldn't tell exactly, but I believe that you are right, Ed, that it was a wrist lock of sorts. Whoa, we see almost like a roll around. We see KZT working the submission. We see Marina Shafir getting the pin. Her shoulders look down. So KZT is torquing on the foot. Whoa, she may be able to get this pin here. And Marina Shafir is able to sit up.
Oh, we got a count there. Come on, ref.
I'd like to see KZT go back to attacking that leg. There she goes, just like that. Even potentially pop back up and start fighting towards her feet or looking for a switch. And we have less than a minute left in our main event matchup here at Division Pro. Whoa, let's see if, back and forth. KZT looking like she was trying to pick her opponent up. Didn't have the strength for it. Transitioned around. Both girls getting some action in. And a big judo slam by Marina Shafir here in the last minute of the main event matchup, Division Pro. And fights back to her feet. Both of these girls won it. I said it's going to be whoever wants it more. And both of these girls are scrapping. 20 seconds left in this main event matchup. Oh, she might be going to sleep. She may be going to sleep with this almost Ezekiel choke like, oh, and that's it. Marina Shafir takes home the women's world title, putting KZT to sleep here in our main event at Division Pro, the Renaissance of Wrestling. Wow, Ed, what a fantastic performance.
Man, I tell you,
Here's your winner.
that was
And
probably the match of the night, I must say, right
Division
there.
Pro Women's Champion, Marina Shafir.
What an incredible display of grappling prowess. Here are both of our competitors, Marina the Problem Shafir and the Chaos within KZT. Beautiful back and forth action, both landing some stuff, trying to get in close to submissions, and we finally see a close to this matchup with just seconds left. Marina Shafir, our new champion at Division Pro.
Well deserved.
You know, you said that she came in and looked like she didn't have an expression, and I told you when they don't have an expression, they're a straight killer. And you just watched Marina Shafir put someone to sleep here inside the Division Pro ring.
And the moves back and forth. The whole thing was just.
Marina, congratulations on your victory here at Division Pro. What are your thoughts on becoming the new Division Pro Women's Champion?
I got nothing for you right now, but I am pretty fucking happy.
Congratulations. I'm excited to see what it brings here at Division Pro. Congratulations once again.
Hey, Blake, who's this going in the ring here?
Oh, that's Lindsay Snow. Lindsay Snow is a killer. She's been around the fight scene for a very long time as well. Catch wrestler, and she is squaring up right now, Marina Shafir, and it looks like she has blood all over her face from a scrap she had earlier in the evening.
I don't think Marina appreciated that one bit.
Yeah, Lindsay Snow comes out, stands in her face, and bows out of respect, and Marina Shafir shrugs it off and walks away. You gotta wonder, what is on Lindsay Snow's mind here? Is she coming out to fight? Is she coming out to congratulate? Is she coming out to let someone know that this might be her house?
I don't have to let her know what fucking time it is.
Oh.
I don't think Lindsay Snow cared who won this match. I think she wanted to come out and announce this is her playground.